How's it going, everyone? Great to see you again today. I hope all is good. We're going to be covering more social studies topics today. Please make sure that you're doing your reading for school and your assignments for school. This isn't an excuse not to do those, but they're meant to help you out. Today, our big question is, how does the coronavirus impact United States politics? It's really important that when we're talking about how the coronavirus impacts the United States political system and what it does to politics, that you're also aware of what it can do to the economy, because politics and the economy are totally related concepts. For information about that, please see our other video on how the coronavirus impacts the United States economy. One of the major political impacts the United States has seen, and other countries have seen as well due to the coronavirus, is called the rally round the flag effect. The rally round the flag effect happens when something really bad occurs in a specific country, and then the leaders of that country or that region get a boost in popularity because they're perceived as handling the problem. As an example that many of you are probably a little too young to remember, but I remember super clearly, Mayor Rudy Giuliani became incredibly popular in New York and around the country after 9/11 because he was perceived as handling the problem super well. He brought people together, he was incredibly inspirational, and people rallied around him, and he became a really popular figure after something tragic happened. When something bad is happening, people like strong leaders, so this effect makes sense. When you're upset, you want someone to support you. When things are going poorly, you want a strong leader to tell you that it's all going to be okay. That's what the rally around the flag effect is. It causes people to come together and feel like their country's got this handled. The second major political implication of the coronavirus is that election processes, particularly this year because it's a major national election, will be disrupted or have to be changed. There are two ways elections could move forward in this situation where you have coronavirus. The first is that you could continue to have in-person elections. The challenge with having in-person elections is ensuring everyone's public safety. People would have to stay 6 feet apart. Many people don't want to go outside in these conditions, and they're worried about getting sick. It seems then the alternative would be mail-in ballots, which many people, including myself, do already. One of the challenges that people often note with mail-in ballots is that people are worried that someone could steal their mail-in ballot and that the whole process isn't as secure. I want to note that this is a relatively unfounded fear and that there is very little probability of election fraud via mail-in ballots. The more important challenge with mail-in ballots is that our systems aren't built to process that many at any given time. And the third factor in how politics interact with the coronavirus is the news cycle and public attention. In my illustration, this news director is this cute little girl with adorable buns, because of course she is, and she has decisions to make each day when she puts together the news. Should she cover, on one hand, elections that happen every 4 years, or on the other, this historic global pandemic? Now, it's easy to say, well, she should cover both, but there are so many hours in a day, and if this historical global pandemic wasn't happening, far more hours of news and attention would go to the election than are currently happening. And this totally makes sense and isn't a crazy decision for her to make. I mean, people are dying, and it's a real strain on the national and international attention. And it's not just news directors who are making decisions about what to pay attention to. So are we as public individuals. Every day I wake up thinking, man, I probably would be paying more attention to this election if there wasn't a global pandemic going on and if my entire world wasn't upside down. And I'm not even someone who's directly impacted by the coronavirus. People have family members in the hospital, people who are hospitalized themselves, people who are immunocompromised, people who have unfortunately faced death in their families. Those people are all far more focused on the coronavirus and probably far less focused on politics than they would be otherwise, and that makes sense. And there you go. That's 3 ways that the coronavirus is impacting current U.S. politics. We have an election coming up in November for the president, and it's a huge deal, and it's going to be very distracted from by the coronavirus, which totally makes sense. I hope as a nation and as a community, we're able to come together and figure out how to pay attention to both, because both are radically important, and making sure that we all get out there, are informed, and are able to vote if we're old enough is what's going to shape the next time an international crisis happens. So thank you very much for watching. Please let me know if you have more questions or if there's anything else we can help you with. We're going to keep making these videos in response to the local high school curriculum, and you can let us know if there's anything else we should cover. Thanks so much. Have a great day.